teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for Alexander Madison. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First down, Minnesota.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's now.
Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 12. And
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Madison. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Third and long for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
on downs.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At their 49-yard line.
4 yards remain for second down. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Loss brings up 3rd and 7.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
29-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Rivers. He finds Taylor. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
That's another.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
5-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They'll run here with Taylor. And not a whole lot there. He does does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
A 20-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the 44-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give to Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Off the play fake, Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Right there, 54, right there.
180. On 2nd down now. It's Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This goes to Mack on the check down. 3 yards the game there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now it's Mack, draw play. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rivers now, the throw on first down. He's got Jack Doyle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rivers on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Draw play as Rivers gives to Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd down and 10.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. He's right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Madison running left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Bailey got the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On third down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is second and 10. Cousins to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to Taylor on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw is Rivers. And his pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Colts 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Taylor with it. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Here comes Abdullah on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Madison running on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith.
Cousins pass. Complete.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7.
They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Ball at the 26, second and 7. Cousins again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
Cousins pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
The tackle.
7 yards the pickup. First down Minnesota.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they take a knee.
Cousins on the keeper.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Cousins on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.